Hi, this is Sudhir. This is C#.NET Multi-Level Inheritance tutorial. Multi-level inheritance. Acquiring properties from parent to child class and child class to its subchild class is known as multi-level inheritance. Or when a derived class is created from another derived class, then that inheritance is called as multi-level inheritance. Which means if you have three classes like A, B and C, B class is a child class for parent class called A, and this B is now a parent for another class called C. That means there are multi-level inheritance is happening here. Now if you create object for C, you can call methods of C, B and also A because your parent class has another parent class. That means A is called grandparent for here, B is parent class and C is subchild class. Here is the syntax for multi-level inheritance. I have three classes. First is class parent, second one is class child, third one is class subchild. Subchild is inheriting from a class called child. Child is inheriting from a class called parent. Then if this type of inheritance happens, this is called multi-level inheritance. Using object of subchild class, you can call subchild methods, child methods and also parent class methods also. The program for multi-level inheritance looks like this. There is a class called grandfather, which is having a method called helicopter to print a text called helicopter. One more class is there called class dad, which is inheriting grandfather. That means here grandfather is parent for class dad. Dad contains a method called car. Now I have one more class called son, which is a third class. It is inheriting from a class called dad. So this will become subchild class. It also contains a method called bike to print the text called bike. Now if I create an object for the son class, son space s equal to new son. S is an object of subchild. Now I can call all the methods in three classes. S dot I can call bike, car and also helicopter. The three class methods can be called because they are under multi-level inheritance. I'll show you the same program in demo in my Visual Studio. This is my C# program with the main method. I'm going to create three classes here. One is grandparent class, second one is parent class, and my child class. Grandparent, parent and child. The first one is class grandparent. It's going to have a method called helicopter. Which prints a text called helicopter. I have one more method, class dad. It's my parent class. It's going to have a method called public void car. It prints a text called car. Next I have one more class. The third class is son. This is going to have a method called public void bike. This will print a text called bike. Now I have three methods. If this dad is inheriting from a class called grandparent, now you can see if you create object for dad, you can call car and also a method called helicopter because you are acquiring properties from parent called grandparent to child class called dad. Now we can also use inheritance here, son colon dad. That means this son will become a child, this will become a parent, dad will become a parent and grandparent will become a grandparent class. That means three are in multi-level inheritance. Now in this case, if we create an object for son class, you can call bike, you can call car and also you can call helicopter. If you create object for dad, you can only call car and helicopter because that is single inheritance between them. Whereas if you create object for grandparent, you can only call helicopter. Now I'm going to create an object for son to call all the three methods which is in multi-level inheritance. Son is the class and S is the object for that. S dot, you can see bike is there, which is son class method. S dot car, this is parent method. S dot helicopter, this is grandparent method. You can call all the methods because it is in multi-level inheritance. And finally, I'm writing console.read key so that output will stay on my screen. You can see bike, car and helicopter, 3 methods are being printed using one object. And this type of reusable code can be written using inheritance. And if you have this type of inheritance, it is called multi-level inheritance. Thank you.